Thanks so much for being patient with that. I don't know what happened with Skype. I spoke to someone in Australia on the weekend. It was all right. I don't know whether it's the connection where I am. So I spoke to my parents earlier, who are in France. So there was a little bit of problems there. So yeah, thanks. I know it's pretty. Is it quite late at night there? Is it?
Yeah, it's like almost midnight, but this is
Okay.
my normal working hours, so
All
it's
right.
okay.
Okay. Yeah. So you've got sort of family and kids and things. Is that right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I have a 4-year-old daughter.
Right. Right. Cool.
Uh, they are sleeping.
Cool. I bet. I mean, I've got a friend who works full time, and he's got like a 1.5-year-old son. So he's kind of very interested. He's trying to kind of set up like an online business, maybe create a course and things like that. But he finds it quite difficult to find the time to do it. So I guess starting off, it would be good to kind of talk about that. It sounds like you kind of set aside some time in the evening after your kids gone to bed and things to work on this. And what's your kind of backstory just with this?
Well, I've been into this freelancing full-time online thing for last 10 years.
Yeah.
I started as a tech blogger almost
Right.
like 10 years ago. I used to write tutorials on my own blog
Yeah.
and used to make money via Google AdSense ads.
Right.
And after 3-4 years, I think 5-6 years prior to today, I transitioned into design and development. And because that was a natural fit for me, because even during blogging, I was making my own websites, designing them, because designing was sort of a passion for me. So it came naturally. And for last 5-6 years, I've been working with direct clients, but for last 3 years, I've been working more with agencies as a designer for some, as a developer for some both as a designer and a developer.
Okay.
And my courses, I wanted to make courses for a very long time, almost like 2-3 years ago. I wanted to do it, but it's just you don't get time and you don't have that direction, and it's just lack of knowledge also. Like not just what you're going to put in the course, but how you're going to package the course. And so I'm pretty new at courses. I think I started almost 10 months back, because I was just checking when I registered paid for my Teachable account, because I use Teachable for my courses.
Yeah.
And I think I'll celebrate my first anniversary in about 2 months from now.
Right.
And I have 3 courses, and I launched fourth one 2-3 weeks back. And this time I did a little bit of experimentation. I did pre-sale of a course. That means the course is not there, the content is not there, it's just a pre-sale. So, and I'm gonna offer, and I was offering a big discount on it. Like course was of $247, and I was offering for $147. So anyone who pre-orders get $100 discount.
So the course wasn't made. This was just that right?
A landing page, that's it. A sales page, that's it. With some description about what the course would include. And it worked very well, and I was surprised with the response. But then I also gave an extra effort on marketing this time around. Learned a lot of things, making first 3 courses. So I think I made more money, almost like 3 or 4 times more money in 2 weeks of pre-sale than with any of my previous course.
Right.
But I guess, once you start making courses, you learn how, because making course is one part, selling your course is another part, and selling is a bigger part than making your course.
Right.
So I already had an audience before, because besides working with agencies, I also run a lot of websites, a lot of niche websites targeting at specific ecosystems. And I have an email list for each website. So I didn't do any paid marketing. Everything was like promotion from the email list. And one other thing of what I did is, I launched a free course almost like 4-5 months ago. And this paid course for which I was doing pre-selling was actually the advanced version of that free course. So majority of conversions came from that students who were enrolled in that free course. I had almost like 300 students there.
Okay.
So
So how you know, it sounds like you had like an email list built up, quite a few subscribers and things for some time. I mean, someone who is, you know, brand new wants to start building an email list. What are your some of your tips for people that want to sort of, you know, start from scratch, I guess, in terms of building a client list, email list?
there's a simple logic. Why would someone come to your email list? You need to either demonstrate your value, or you got to show something, or you're going to deliver something, and then only a person will sign up for your email list. So now there are two ways to do it. Some people do it directly by not making a website. They will use services like ClickFunnels, and where they will make a landing page and they will offer a lead magnet. When I say lead magnet, it's just a free piece of content. It could be either in the form of like 2-3 videos, or a PDF file, or a worksheet, and they share that URL with their circles, like on Facebook groups, on other communities. And once a person lands on their sales page, and if he likes the lead magnet, that or whatever you are offering for free, which is like very small piece of content, and the person will add his or her email address and download that content. And then the real work starts, because once you have that email address with you, you need to have a follow-up email sequence. Now this is one part, this is like one quick way to build an email list, but I prefer the more slower or more natural way to build an email list. That is, you should have your own website or a niche website. If you are not making website on your own name, at least if you're selling about something specific, then you make a website on that something specific and build foundation content on that website. When I say foundation content, like if you're making a website on dogs, then you need to build foundation content, like what kind of breed of dogs are popular in England, what are the best dogs, like how you care about dogs, what are the best medicines. Like this is the foundation content. Now once you have the foundation content, you will start going into long tail content, which is like addressing to specific problems in current times. And when you put out that content, you are actually building your e-course content on your website itself, because in the end you're going to package the same content in your e-course. And while you offer that content, a lot of people will land on your website via search engine, or you sharing that content on related Facebook groups or Facebook in general, or even use Instagram or Pinterest.
Yeah.
And it's all about conversion. Once a person lands on your website, you should do an extra effort to have that person convert into your email subscriber. And then the real task starts, like how to identify which email subscriber will convert for you. Now for that, you need to trigger in an email sequence. Like you start asking questions to your email subscriber. What are your pain points? And whatever you receive as a reply, that is actually the foundation for your next e-course, and that will sell, because real people are telling their pain points and you're trying to solve those pain points in a course. And one important thing when you're building a course, make sure your course has a specific spread. Don't make a too general course, because there's so many on Udemy for $10 and $15. So you're not going to make money if you're selling your course at $25 minimum. You should price it at $100. But when you're doing that, you need to provide some unique value proposition there. And you need to focus on one specific topic that is relevant to your audience.
Where's some of the best places to put out that content? I've tried sort of YouTube before, and I've generated leads through, because I've kind of experimented with Teachable and things, and I've generated leads through YouTube videos. Would you recommend a certain social media platform? I know some people use Facebook ads, do webinars as well, but is there something you recommend, or in your takes on YouTube, for example?
It all depends. The platform that you choose depends on the type of content you're trying to sell. Now I'll give you an example. Now, I build most of my content around website design and development. such people don't live on Pinterest or even not on Instagram. If you're building something on cosmetics, fashion, pets, home improvement, these kind of audience live more on Pinterest and Instagram. So you need to first identify what type of content you're selling and then see, are those people more on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, or Pinterest? Because Pinterest and Instagram is a big traffic driver, and they also convert. This traffic converts really good, but it only converts for certain specific niches like home improvement, fashion, pets, kitchen, food, recipes, these kind of stuff. But if you're talking about technology like building website designs and development, no, the Pinterest is useless. So is Instagram. When I say useless, that means it doesn't bring in that kind of quality leads when compared to Facebook. And when you are talking about Facebook, I'm not talking about your Facebook feed, but being in related relevant Facebook groups, because most of the groups are really big, like they will have like 20,000 people inside it. And it's just you need to join the right group. And when you join the right, I've been into Facebook group for almost 5 years, 4 5 years now. So it's not that I've recently joined a group and I'm started selling, because if you do that, you will be considered as a one spammy person in that group and you will be thrown out really quickly. So you should sell your expertise, and you should solve people's problem. Once you start doing that, people will automatically take interest in you and stuff you will sell. So choose your platform according to the stuff you're selling. For me, like I do website design and development. For me, Facebook and Twitter and YouTube, these are the biggest three drivers. Obviously Facebook is the number one, then comes a YouTube, and then comes Twitter.
Do you, with Facebook, do you create webinars and things as a lead magnet? I know a lot of people use webinars and things, which are quite effective.
Previously, I never did a live Facebook stream, but for this course, I did promote it via 2 live streams, which I did in conversation with some, person who runs a Facebook group, so that it's more like an interview format where you pitch in your course in the end or in the middle of the interview.
Okay. Yeah. YouTube is definitely one of the most effective ones I've used. In terms of kind of staying, I mean, I think a lot of people kind of give up in the beginning when they obviously first start this because they don't see people coming.
Yeah, that's very true. I'll tell you my funny story. When I started making my first course is still not out. It's still in the recording stage. Why? Because I made a very big mistake. I started recording a course on CSS language. Now CSS language has a very big, spread, and I recorded 15 videos. And when I looked at my index, that would make me end up at 50 plus videos. Like that is a big course to begin with. So I scrapped that idea. Those 15 videos are still with me, though I don't know what I'll do with them. Then I went back and I selected a smaller topic out of a bigger topic and made a course of around 12 videos. And I think it's important when you're starting off, don't make a big course, make a small course that is solving very specific problem.
What about I know you can make a free course on Teachable and you can use that as like your free giveaway, I guess. Do you do anything like that, or
Yeah, I recently did that for the course I did for pre-sale recently. Actually, this is an advanced version of a free course that I created almost 4 5 months ago. And when it's a very good tactic to promote your course and earn money via courses. Say for example, you have decided to make a course and you've made like 8 modules with 5 lessons in each module. Just take first 2 module and make a free course out of it. And then take module 3 to module 8 in your premium course. Just make sure you brand those modules in a different course name. Don't name it like this is the part 1, this is part 2. That is like spilling your secret in the face. So that's how I did it. Like my free course was called Start with Beaver Builder, and the paid course is called Mastering Beaver Builder. So you are starting with Beaver Builder and now you're mastering with Beaver Builder. Just for your information, Beaver Builder is a plugin for WordPress users.
Oh, okay. All right. Do you use, I used to use WordPress. I use Squarespace now. Do you use WordPress, or what are your thoughts on website choice?
Laura, I'm a developer. I make websites for clients, for agencies. I also make LMS websites for clients, like learning management systems on WordPress. And a lot of people ask me, why the hell are you using Teachable? Why don't you make your own LMS system on WordPress when you do it for clients? But my simple answer to them is because I know when I make those kind of learning management system for clients, they have almost like 2-3 people handling those things, like because there's a big pain point of making things making sure that everything is secure, updated, videos are loading fine. And I don't have time because making courses is one part of my work profile, and it's not for money, it's just because I love to do it. And the time that I'll spend in updating my software, making sure everything is secure, I can use that time to make content, make courses. That's why I started with Teachable. I started with the free account, but I upgraded to paid in almost within a month only. So
do you use have a podcast? Do you use iTunes? Do you have a podcast at all, like that?
I am launching one, so it would be there in about 3-4. Yeah, it's in planning stages. It will be there in about 3-4 months, but the topic for podcast will be a little different from what I do. Like, I am a designer and developer, but the topic of podcast will be more related to entrepreneurs who are into this field of online website making, even content creation. So it will be a little different, but still related to the field I'm in.
Is there any kind of tools you recommend? That I know you obviously mentioned a few, just in terms of maybe to generate leads. I know things like ConvertKit, Leadpage, anything like that you, someone starting out that could.
If you're starting out, then MailChimp is the best option for you because it's free for 2,000 subscribers. So you won't have any money overhang and pressure to, generate money because it's free, and 2,000 subscribers is more than enough because it takes time to reach that 2,000 subscriber limit. But once you are like, mature into this email marketing, you can always switch to something more feature rich like Drip or ConvertKit.
Okay. Do you have any kind of success secrets that you recommend, you think you could help people? That, I don't know, any tips? Last question. Yeah.
I think my only motive or my only intention is learn and share. When you start sharing with what you know and you help people, now there's a difference between help and helping, because when someone asks the questions on a Facebook group, you don't need to reply with a full answer, because that is like you are giving paid support for free, right? What your intention should be, at least give that person a direction, a way to go. Because if a person sees a wall, that person would be the most disappointed person. But if he sees a light at the end, like you've given him direction, oh, you are asking this, here's the solution, probably you should go here, you will find your solution here. And that is what I do. I love interacting with people. I am very active on Facebook groups, and a lot of, I think all my leads, I do have a portfolio website which brings in zero lead because I rarely focus on it. Almost all the leads I get for my website design and development work, or even people who've signed up for my courses, are people who have interacted with me somewhere on some Facebook group at some time, and they would reply, oh, you helped me, remember. I actually don't remember because it's been a while, and I'm always on Facebook group. I'm always logged into my Facebook even while working. But then I'm not on my Facebook feed watching cat videos. I'm on Facebook group doing real thing. So just help people solve their pain points. If you can't solve them, at least give them a direction. And if you're starting new, make sure you start building email list right from the day one, because there's nothing more precious than an email list. An email list is your own. It's not. Obviously, you can supplement that with a Facebook page, with a Facebook group, with your own blog, even with a YouTube channel, Instagram, Pinterest. But these are like you're making gardens on someone else's land. Your land is email list and your own website. Pump out all the content on your own website, on your own blog. And that is the best way to build authority and start selling from the day one. Because once you start sell, because if you are seen as selling, that means you have some authority. Because just compared to situations like one person is just sharing content, the other person is sharing content plus he's selling something. So perception changes. No one is going to ask you how many copies you sold.
Yeah. What's like, just one last question, is just recommending something to give as when you first start to your new subscribers as a giveaway. What's the best thing, like a video or a free report? Do you have a recommendation for something to give away to subscribers that would be the best thing?
What I did, like 1.5 years ago, like I have a website called Pro Beaver. It has like a lot of content in there. So I made an ebook with the existing content. So what I did, I just copy pasted the content on the website in the form of ebook and gave it away for free. And obviously when you need to download it, you need to provide your email address. So if you already have a content, just put it in an ebook format and offer it for free download. If you do not have it, make an ebook. You don't need to make a 50-page ebook. 5-page ebook with targeted relevant content according to the market you're trying to target works fine.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks. Yeah, thanks for all my questions. I think thanks so much for all that information. It's really valuable. It sounds like you've got a lot of experience with this, and you've been doing it quite a few years. So I'll probably ask you some more questions if I can connect with you on Facebook and things. So in terms of stopping this video, is it I just literally stop it? I won't do it now, and it'll save it. They'll save the video to. Yeah.
Yes, when you will end the call,
you
will get a pop-up that will say saving your video, something like processing your video. It will take about a minute or so to process it, and then it will save it and it'll open a pop-up with on Windows. It does that thing. It opens a pop-up with the location of the folder where it will save your video.
All right. Okay. Look, thanks so much for being patient there with the microphone. I know you're late in the evening, giving me your time and stuff. I really appreciate it.
I am in a call mode today. This is my third call today. So.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. You're flying through. Yeah. All right. It'd be good to obviously speak again at some point. But thanks so much for your time. Really appreciate it. It's late as well. 10 to 8 in the evening here. So.
You're welcome.
All right. Yeah. Have a good night, Davinder. All right, mate.
You too. Good night.